Hi, this is Manas Arora, and this is my third video on my trading system. This is the most important video so far because it's a live market session. Right now it's 10 past 10, and I will give you all the steps that I follow to take the trade. Those of you who are not familiar with these lines here, these are nothing but moving averages. If you want to know more about these lines, check out my previous video. It's there on my Facebook fan page. And today in this video, first let me tell you the second indicator of my trading setup that I have developed. The second indicator is ADX. ADX stands for average directional index. This is also one of the most common indicators available out there. This indicator basically tells you the strength of the trend. If the stock is falling or rising, this indicator can tell you whether the trend ongoing in the stock is strong or is it weak. So this helps the trader to catch some big moves, and this is a very helpful tool that I have been using for so many years now. So let me show you first how to plot this this indicator. I'm sorry. Go to studies and click on directional moving index. The ADX period will remain to 14, which is the default period here, and I will click on add. Those of you not using this software can ask their support team. They can help them to plot this indicator. Now how to interpret this indicator. There are three lines in this indicator. As you can see, it's green, white and a red line. There are many principles, or can say usage, where many traders depends on a crossover of these green and a red line for a buy or a sell trade. But in my trading setup, I will simply ignore these this green and a red line. So let me just first remove these two lines. I'm changing the color to black. Okay, now the lines are gone. So this indicator can tell you, like I said, the force of the trend. How you can decide that? All you have to do is you have to look at the value of ADX. If the value of ADX is less than 25, it means the stock is either moving sideways or is in a very weak trend. So for a trader, if they want money in a very short span of time and they want to catch some big moves, they need to the first and the main step is to make a list of stocks which are trending. So this, like in this example, this is the stock McDowell. The value of ADX right now, I scrolled back to some previous days. The value, it's 20, the value here is of ADX is 17.35, less than 25, and as you can see, the stock has been moving in a tight range. It's a it's a very sideways movement. You can see the line ADX is pretty flat, less than 25. This dotted line is if the ADX crosses this dotted line, it means the trend is getting stronger. So we have to wait for this stock to go above 25, then only we can put the stock in our list. How do you so this is the main usage of this indicator. So how do you really take a trade? So let me give you the demonstration, a presentation on how do I actually take a trade. So my first step is to make a list of stocks that are trending. The first step is to find those stocks which has an ADX value of above 30. Why I'm saying 30? Because I'm more comfortable with 30 instead of 25. I let the trade become a little stronger, then only I get into that trade. So anything between 30 and 55 is a very good trend. Above 55, the trend is almost over and it can reverse anytime. So anything above 55 is a no, and anything below 30 is a no for me. So let's see. The first step is to manually stop all those stocks out there and see whose value is uh, more than 30. And here I am choosing a 60-minute time frame because I am a short-term trader. I take a trade for a max day or two. So 60-minute is a good time frame to decide to see the trend of the stock. So let's go back to the today's date, and right now the value of ADX, if you can see, is 40. So my first step tells me this stock can be watched today, and because the value of ADX is more than 30. Now the second step is to see the trend of the stock by looking at these lines. As you can see, it's very clearly evident the stock is in an uptrend because the lines are sloping upwards and there is a constant gap between these red lines. So it's the stock is in a very good uptrend. Trend up. Why uptrend? Because these lines are sloping north and the value of ADX is 40. So it's a very good stock that I can see today. And let me just put the stock in my watch list, and then I will tell you the next steps that I actually follow to take a trade. Okay, so McDowell I have added in the list. So like this, I will add 4-5 stocks in this list, and that will be enough for today. And once the list is ready, then I will decide which stock I will trade. First, let's make the list. Okay, another one moment. Here you can see the value of ADX, Apollo Tire. The stock is Apollo Tire. The value of ADX is above 30 on a 60-minute time frame, which meets my first criteria. But if you see the moving averages, the trend is just started to build. The stock has reversed after a downtrend session, and it is a very fresh uptrend. I do not prefer to get into such fresh change in trends because it can be a false breakout. So I will not take the stock even though the value is good, but here the uptrend is very fresh. So I prefer stocks like these where the trends are little old, and the value of ADX is good. So let's find similar stocks, stocks with similar chart patterns, and then we'll move on to the next step. We are not finding many similar stocks, but there are some days like this where you will not find more than one or two stocks, and there are days where you will find good number of stocks with similar chart patterns. I think this is one of the days where you will get just one or two stocks. Oh, okay. Now here is a similar chart, just like McDowell. It's the chart pattern is the stock is in a clear uptrend and ADX is 43. So I will add the stock. and will continue to do my search. The whole step takes normally 10 to 15 minutes of your time. You can't observe each and every stock in the market. You need to make a list of stocks that you can trade. Run back, see, 52 is the reading and clear uptrend. I think these three stocks are enough for today, and now we have our list ready. So we will now move on to the next step, of which really decides the trade for the day. Now after you are ready with the list, go to a 10-minute chart, and we will the trend is confirmed. All these three stocks you see are in a are in an uptrend with a clear good reading of ADX, are in a very strong uptrend. So now on a 10-minute chart we need to see the best possible entry with the least possible risk, and then we will take the trade. What really decides that? What you need to do is you need to like for example in this stock McDowell, I have paused this software. What you need to see is that after a small pullback, like there is a rally here, there was a rally here, and after about here there were 3-4 candles which are consolidating. The stock pulled back to about this level, and after a pullback I need to see the rising blue lines. If you notice, this blue line, the topmost blue line, started to move south, and it almost came close to very close to the second line, but after about this level this line has started to rise again. So this is what I want the blue lines to expand just like these red lines are expanding and moving, and I want them to move with a constant gap. I don't want these frequent crossovers of these blue lines. So here I can take a trade. So in layman term, in a very easier term, I want 2-3 consecutive green candles, because only then these blue lines will expand. Here I have 3 candles, green candle with a very good rising volume on this third candle. I can take a trade here. So my entry would be the opening price of this candle, and my stop loss would be the swing low. Here the swing is pullback low. The pullback was here, and after this candle there were these three green candles appeared. So my stop loss is the low of this candle, which is 680.55. so I will take a stop loss of, let's say, 680. Will round off my stop loss to 680, and my entry price is 692.75. so here I'm risking 13 rupees on this trade. So what should be my target? So let me just give you a brief on this. Your target should be at least thrice of what you're risking, because a money management is principle says that if you're risking, if you're making thrice of what you're risking, then even with the 50% success rate you can still make good money every week or every month or every year. So here my target is, it should be at least thrice of my risk, which is 13 rupees. So I can say 40 rupees is my target. So if I add 40 to 692.75, it becomes almost 723. I'm sorry, 733. So 733 is my target, and my stop loss is 780. So now I'm in this trade. Now I have bought one lot of McDowell here. One more point, though my target is 740, but there are certain cases where this stock might not go that far, and in this whole journey to 740, I might see certain changes in that stock. So I have to constantly watch the stock because I'm a day trader. I sit right in front of the machine, and also there is a saying that take what the market is offering. So if there is a certain change which suddenly changes the whole sentiment of the stock from a uptrend, suddenly if the stock is showing weakness, then I will take whatever profit or whatever the price is, and I will close this trade. So let's see what happens. To make it a short video, I will increase the speed of this chart, and let's see where this stock goes. So like I said, you need to watch it while the stock is going on. Another thing that you need to see here is that after you take the trade, go to a 20-minute time frame and see here, because on a 20-minute time frame you will see less up and down movements, because on a 5-minute or a 10-minute time frame you will see many volatility, a high volatility. So on a 20-minute you will see less volatility. So now just see where the trade goes. Okay, right now the stock is 692. It's moving, it's below my entry price. You can focus on volume also. After this big green candle there was less volume, and now there is a big green candle with again very high volume. So this confirms that the uptrend is strong, and the stock should go up from here. These three green candles with less volume means these are not important candles. Here the trend was up, green candles has a high volume, and the red candle has very low volume, which means the stock is actually in an uptrend. Right now the stock is 705. Another thing that I want to tell you, after a new high, you should trail your stop loss, you should adjust your stop loss. For adjusting your stop loss, go back to a 10-minute chart and adjust your stop loss to the nearest swing low. This is the highest high, swing is this, so low of this candle is 690.80. I will round it off to 690. So now my stop loss is 690, which, and earlier it was 680. So now my risk is only 3 rupees, but my target remains the same, 40 rupees. Now let's run it again and see if it meets my target. Okay, there is another new high, so the same thing, adjust your stop loss to the low of this candle, 702.95. I am adjusting it to 702. Now there can not be a loss in this situation. My stop loss is 702 and my target is 743. Okay, the market has closed, and the stock did not go to my level of 733. It just touched 727. So my whatever market is closing at, that's my profit, because I'm a day trader. I do not take positions overnight. I closed it at 717. If you like to hold positions, you could have held this stock with the stop loss of low of this candle, because this green candle has made new high. So the stop loss is 714, and you can continue to hold this position. But for me personally, I'm a day trader. I have closed this position as 717. So my profit is 24 rupees. And now today I have made 24 points per lot, and this is how I actually take a trade. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me on my fan page, and I'll be happy to help you. Thank you so much.